This is gonna get heated.
Hello, everybody. You're tuned in right now to The Juice on your party station Z89. I am joined by Ryan, Noah Concordia, who I think is texting someone. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. And texting who?
No, my buggy.
Okay. And newcomer who has joined specifically to talk about this upcoming segment. We got Justin K. Say what's up to the people.
Good evening, people. This is a time for a serious talk, a serious matter. There will be no lollygagging by me on the show.
All you do is lollygag.
I'm retired from lollygagging. Straight business. Some might say I'm standing on business. Nope. He should have stayed home.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm ready. Let's have a lovely discussion.
Okay. Why you guys all shift over? Drake's For All the Dogs came out, not this past Friday, but the Friday before. Highly anticipated release from Jersey Drake, Aubrey. 23 songs, hour and 24 minutes. This album was looked forward to by many, including me. And while this does feel like a very cookie-cutter Drake album that leaves a lot to be desired in terms of experimentation and in terms of just overall song-making ability at some points, and for its bloat and overall runtime and lack of diversity within the track list, I'm going to say For All the Dogs is it's an okay album. Like, there are definitely some highlights. Drake definitely showed that he still has the capability of making incredible music. Take a look at a first-person shooter and Amen with Tizo touchdown. No, don't give me that look.
Amen's fire.
Amen's fire.
He gets carried.
He does get carried.
Same thing on FPS.
Bahamas Promises. Do you guys listen to Bahamas Promises?
Bahamas Promises is the best song of the album.
Might be the best song in the album.
Wait, did you just abbreviate FPS as in first-person shooter?
Yeah.
He gets bodied on.
That was funny.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
FPS.
You just say first-person
Nah,
shooter.
I'm rocking with that.
fast.
FPS.
It's the
Trying to
cool
be
kids
efficient
do.
here.
Yeah, I think J. Cole does have the best verse on the album altogether.
Yeet?
Ye kind of snapped.
Out of here. That was the best part of the album, the intro, and then you just.
The intro's so beautiful.
Yes. We
Like,
need
what is
to
that?
discuss
What is that sample?
the intro.
Why is that on a Drake album? And why
I'm
is
not
it a
sure.
Yeet song?
And I don't know why it's there. And lastly, I want to shout out 8 a.m. in Charlotte, a top 3 Drake timestamp song. He's the conductor beat, the piano. I can't say enough positive things about that. It really showed that Drake still, like, if he really hones his pen and can create an unbelievable song. But I've said my little piece. Now it's time to throw it to the group. Justin, you're not here to lollygag. You're not here to play around. Give me your thoughts on Drake's For All the Dogs.
Okay, so let's take it back to Friday when the album came out. Why are we giggling, bro? I'm being can you not take me serious?
Let's go.
You just you were like, I'm not gonna lollygag. Immediately starts with like providing context as to
We need to provide context. No, so now I lost my train. This is.
So it was Friday night.
It was Friday. It was Friday.
You didn't get very far.
I was a few songs in, and I remember texting the group chat, being like, "Guys, my top 5 is Drake." It was so. I thought this was gonna be a phenomenal album. Drake is back. It gave me like. It wasn't more light vibes. It was obviously very 2 different albums. I just had the same feeling that I had with this album that I had with More Life. I'm like, Drake is here. Drake is back. Aubrey Graham is here forever in my heart. And
You sound like Joe right now.
and when I got through the whole album, I was like, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. But I'm like, you know what? I think this is the best album in like the past few years. I thought it cleared. Honestly, never mind. Certified Lover Boy, Hurt Loss, and Scorpion. I loved it. And then I got to the second listen of the album. Alright, because the album came out like at 6 a.m. I don't know if anyone clocked that. It didn't come out at 12.
It came out at 6.
Right?
Yeah,
So I woke
we
up
all
at,
know that. I think we know.
I woke up at 7. Right?
You remember that?
For duties.
You didn't know.
What are you
I
saying?
did.
What?
I did. So I woke up at 7.
What do you
Right?
think about the album, man?
I'm just saying, my brain wasn't all there. Right? So
the first listen was a hoax or was
It was a hoax. It was a hoax.
You've been hoodwinked.
I was duped by Drake. I was duped by Drake. For All the Dogs was not it. I'm disappointed.
You were premature.
It was a lot of pre going on. However,
so what happened? Give us the plot. Where's the climax?
What? Yo.
yes, exactly. Virginia Beach. one of my favorite songs by Drake.
Ever? What are you,
No,
nuts?
in recent memory, I
That
think
song's pretty bad, honestly.
I thought it was this. It just hit me. It was
It's the only good thing
beautiful.
about the song is the sample.
Yeah, the Frank sample.
Like Drake,
Frank-
the Frank sample was cool, but Drake definitely could have done better. But something about it, I don't know.
It reminded me of Falling Back, the intro to All This Never Mind, but like not as good.
Falling Back's
I like Falling
bad.
Back.
It could have
It's a
set up
vibe.
the album a lot better than what it could be because I had the anticipation it was gonna be like this throwback Drake, R&B. You know, I'm gonna get
It
in my
wasn't
feels.
R&B Drake. I mean, it was R&B Drake. It wasn't throwback Drake though. Like he.
Yeah, that's why I meant like this Drake back. Because
This is just
when's
a
the last time we
continuation-
did
this is
R&B
Top
like that?
five
You
is
know.
Drake.
It's just like a new Drake. This is like a new Drake era. The last like 3 albums have just been like a new.
Well, I don't
he's
need
trying to
new
be
Drake.
young.
I don't need. He's like 37,
Hey,
bro.
but did you listen to the album or not?
I listened to it.
He sounds like he's trying to rap for
He's
like
corny,
20
bro.
Yeah, he's
He
trying to
doesn't
be
know
young.
where he's taking the album. 1 minute he's talking about like he wants his girl to like be with him and be in his life and just take
It's-
him on this
I have a
journey.
crazy theory,
and then
by
like
the
he
way.
just talks about like I don't like my girl.
Wait,
like
is it a concept?
he's just going through a lot of like
You're gonna-
emotions.
just listen to
Noah
me.
Concordia, can you zip it?
Can you maybe
Yo,
say
yo,
something
yo,
worthwhile?
just-
Worthwhile. I'm literally saying so many things worthwhile. The point is Drake just
He did Nate.
I don't want to say he's like, bipolar or anything, but he's just not. He's going from one place to another. There's no direction. You can't say there's a concept. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you still?
The Bark Radio was so bad.
Yeah, no, I
That
laughed.
was awesome.
The
Yeah,
what?
that was
Which one?
awesome.
He
man.
did it like a whole dude. He tried to be like The Weeknd and it was not as good.
Oh yeah, unnecessary shots on the album. Like you said, you're 37. Like
Who's he taking shots at?
he did the weekend.
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
No, he didn't.
There was a.
No, let me. I have a.
There was something-
Let me get my theory going after he's done talking about whatever he's talking about.
Just
Wait,
say
The
it.
Weeknd. He did not diss The Weeknd. No, that was misinterpreted.
There was something on the.
He said something about girls like whatever listen to P and D, but then someone said not The Weeknd. But I think he said and then I don't know. It was like the lyrics were mixed up, and I'm pretty sure he was like giving The Weeknd props. It could have been at this. I don't know.
Well, we're not giving Drake props on this show. All right. Only song I think I really
What's your favorite song on the album?
First person shooter mode.
first person shooter was Jake. Man, this album just made me want more J Cole. And
That 100%.
like, why am I listening to an album and it makes me want another artist to drop an album? Like that's
That
not.
song.
That's
Wait,
not.
what's the worst song then?
Oh my
That's
God.
a lot.
Where do I
Bad.
start?
Worst.
That's a
BBL Love.
No, that beat is amazing. In the first lyric, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fire." The lyric, I mean, the beat, the production was very nice, a good sample. And then he goes, "Pop that." I'm like, "Bro, you know what he said?"
Yeah. I
I'm
would
like,
say-
come on.
I almost fell asleep during 79-69 Santa.
I like that song. That's a good vibe.
I hear split
It's not a
reviews on
good
that.
song, but it's like a nice little vibe.
Some
Tizo
people
touched
really
on
love
that
it.
too.
Yeah.
Yo, Tizo, I think on Amen was,
Yeah, he was
really
good.
solid, and I'm not a fan of Tizo. I think he's, I don't know.
liked
I just can't
It's
get
just,
on board
like-
with him, but I think he did spectacular on that song, and I am proud of Tizo.
You know what? Can I say a few things?
Go ahead.
Well, first of all,
gonna
before
be
this even
lost.
came out, like I wasn't like I was excited for it, but I also was like not gonna get my hopes up too much. And then I saw it was 23 songs, and I was like, all right, that's the first thing that's bad because I don't want a 23 song Drake album anymore. We need 14 songs at most. That's the first thing. Then the feature list came out, and I'm like, dude's got Sexyy Red, Bad Bunny, and Yeet on the same album, and that's when I knew I was like, this album's going
What do
to
you
be
have against
terrible.
Bad Bunny?
What?
What do you have against Bad Bunny?
No, I'm just saying those three artists are all in different stratospheres, and they're all on the same album. And like I don't listen to I'm not a big fan of any of them. I know they're pretty popular, but like that's the problem. Like they're very popular. Like he's like dude, it's Bad Bunny, Yeet, and Sexyy Red. That's some of the biggest like hottest names in like mainstream culture, music and stuff. So that just already set me off. All right. And then this the album, bro. It's just not good. Like it's just not. It's just so much filler. There's so much like random. All right, this whole like new like Drake lyrics where he's talking about girls and every single and just the way he talks is very like borderline misogynistic, which he never used to do. And here's my theory, right? The song where he talks "Fear of Heights," where it begins with the whole Rihanna. You didn't see that, the whole Rihanna thing?
I don't listen to what Drake says.
Well,
That's the last person to
I mean,
ask.
that's what I do when I listen to music. But like he's talking about Rihanna in that song, right? And this whole like, new Drake is because of Rihanna. He's so caught up on her. I swear to God. Ever since she announced having a kid with ASAP, he's been on this whole like, all of his lyrics are trash. Like he's just been trying to prove himself that he's like this bachelor and like can get all these girls and like also like is in the mob. All he talks about is being in the mob and being able to get with any girl he wants. That's all he talks about.
So actually,
So like
permission to segue.
terrible.
Gonna do it anyways. So there was an article that came out on The Ringer about the Drake lyrics taxonomy. I don't know English.
Taxonomy?
Yeah, taxonomy. I'm bad. And it's basically that on this new album, there are like 8 different types of Drake. And they're all like pretty annoying, like stuff you don't want to hear. And so I'm going to give them to you. You got nostalgic Drake, which is fine. Emo Drake, DMing Drake, Rolodex Drake, Simp Drake, Petty Drake, Mr. Steal Your Girl, and Horny Drake. And it's like,
It's all the same thing.
yeah.
Like, where is the classic Drake? I didn't hear any of the what was the first
Yeah,
one?
nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
What's
Where the heck is nostalgic?
Remember when
you
you was living at the London for a month, service elevator up 4,201? We was still a secret, couldn't come in through the front. You with me? Girl, don't treat me like a stranger, girl. You know I seen you naked, girl. You know that I remember. Don't be a pretender. Getting high at the condo, that's when it all comes together. You know I stay reminiscing and make up sex is tradition.
That's a different song.
Uh,
That's like a song. What is that song? I don't know what it is.
the other day, Lisa told me she missed the old
You
me.
With Me. Yeah, You With Me. That's a good song.
Oh, look, I'm honest, girl. I can't lie, I miss you. I'm weighing heavy on my
Everyone
mind.
in Central New York is turning off the radio, Noah. So
I just really like reading lyrics on air.
You know what I really love in this song, though? Or in this album? What song I really am probably going to go back to the most?
Hit me.
Which isn't like the best song on the album, I don't think. But for me personally, All the Parties. Chief Keef. I love that song.
That song, yeah, Chief Keef snapped.
I know.
Wasted Chief Keef.
Chief Keef.
What?
He
snapped.
wasted Chief Keef. on
I
that
think it was
song.
very
He
good.
wasted him.
I think it's like a good song. It's like a fun song.
It's fine, but he wasted Chief.
it's a
Like I would
fun
like
song.
that reminded me of I don't know, like he's trying to Drake's trying to go do this new like sound,
Drake.
but it's also like and half the time he does it just sounds terrible.
I feel like
That he hit on that.
a lot of like top artists recently have been trying to do these experiments or experimental albums, right? We had this
This is
discussion.
not experimental.
No, you're saying he's trying new sounds now.
This is nowhere near experimental. He's not,
It's not
being
experimental.
experimental. He's
In
just
fact, I'd say it's
riding
the opposite of
waves.
You literally just say he's trying new sounds.
No, like
he's
that
not.
is a new like
He's trying these modern sounds. He's giving the Drake
Yeah,
twist on
it's
modern
not
sounds.
experimental.
Look at it. Look
So
it
new
up.
for Drake, right? We'll say it's new for Drake.
for all the parties, whatever it is.
It is.
That song is
Right?
like a
Sure,
new
it's
little vibe.
it's new-ish for Drake, but he's still very much within his own comfort zone here.
I just feel like, my point just got smashed, so I'm not gonna continue. Actually.
Wait,
So please continue, boys.
Can we talk about 8 a.m. and Charlie Moore?
Yeah,
that song is good.
it was
Well, good.
Any song that
It
has
is
a
a good
time
song.
and a place.
It just that's another thing. Like he just
Time and a
doing
place,
that.
I'm there, and Drake didn't, man.
Drake did do it. He's really like that, which is nice.
Yeah, that song is very
Can I
good.
ask a
Just
question?
knowing
Yeah,
that.
ask your question, Pat.
I just want to hear everybody's thoughts on the Sexy Red SZA
Oh,
song.
I
Like
did.
I
Oh,
need
I
to
did.
know. I need to
I
know.
love that song.
Mm.
Like
What?
Yes, I love that song.
No,
It's fun. I wasn't expecting nothing crazy on this album. That's why I think I'm like not disappointed or anything. It's just like I saved the songs that I like and I kept it pushing.
So you saved the song.
Yeah,
This is
how
in your
about-
playlist.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the whip with you,
It's on my.
this is gonna come
It's
on.
not, it's not on my aux playlist, but it's on my.
Yeah, no. Hey, we can.
Bro, how about Daylight though? When he's talking about like killing a person in daylight, and then his
Oh,
son starts
Drake.
rapping.
Wasn't that about?
What?
Wasn't that about X?
Dude, who? That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
People,
All
everyone
this-
says like,
Okay,
"Oh,
but you
Drake took a shot at X." Like it's just like a
Dude,
general.
but all this dude
topic.
talks about is literally being in the mafia, having mob ties, like
And kill.
hinting at how he's killed people and had people killed. And then he talks about girls and he's just that's all he talks
Yeah, like-
about. That's all he talks about nowadays.
who
it's
is
terrible.
Drake?
It's terrible. It's nothing like he used to be.
Right? Who is Drake? Like this is not the
I'm
Drake
telling
I
you,
know.
it is because of
This is not
Rihanna.
You don't know Drake.
This is not the Drake that I know. Okay.
Rihanna ruined this guy. He literally did.
I was in there at 8 a.m. I was there at 7.
he got there early.
Bro,
Yeah, you're crazy for waking up
on
at
time.
7.
On time is late, and you know. I woke up at 7 for like stuff, but no. A random side note, right? Not really random, but can we like agree that the song with Yeet was like
Good.
probably meant for Yeet's album? It's not like a Yeet throwaway, considering how prominent Yeet is. I know you think
That
this
was
is meant
such-
for
I don't know
like.
about that.
Yeah.
You think this was made for like Drake's album?
That was such a good intro, and then just like I just don't like Yeet really, or that's or, like the intro just did not match the rest of the song, which obviously wasn't supposed to.
I
But
wonder
it's
what the
just so
purpose
offsetting.
was.
Such a
What
beautiful.
the purpose
song.
of that like
So,
little thing in the beginning was, you know? That's why. Like, what do you think? The
It was
point is?
beautiful.
It was beautiful, but like, what is the point?
I mean,
It's like a
you
saying-
could-
it's like a
I'd
beauty-
argue-
Beauty needs a point.
I'd argue, what's the point of any Drake album?
There are some-
We used to have that answer. We used to have that answer, and I
No.
said I don't know Drake anymore.
As of late, he has just been
Never knew
all
Drake.
his albums are the same themes. It's terrible.
We just agree her loss is just a generation-defining classic.
No.
Can we say the
no.
song with 21 Savage was trash on the
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, I will not say
It was terrible.
Calling for you. The interlude in the
Call for
interlude
you.
the interlude in the middle about like oxtail pasta
Like a minute 30.
was not okay. I'm with that.
Yeah.
That was heinous to the nth degree.
Okay.
But the Drake's part in the beginning, the percussion of the drums on that,
Terrible.
immaculate. You're right, Patrick. And
Oh my god.
and 21's part, while it's not his best verse
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form, it's still entertaining. He needs to stop talking about I need to censor my language here, about mouths. He needs to stop touching on that subject.
Wait, what? Who?
21 Savage. That's
Alright.
all I'm gonna say.
Mouths?
I don't know. I think that from a
Yes.
Drake and 21 song, like, considering we had Her Loss.
21, can you do something for me?
Are you done? Alright. I think considering we already had like so many Drake and 21 songs with that whole album, like it wasn't necessary to have another one unless it was gonna be good, and it just wasn't good. I think 21's verse was just lackluster
weird
and
song.
boring.
It's just a throwaway from her.
And like what that beat was like.
It's just all filler. How this album is just filler. There's nothing that stands out. There's like
Oh,
a few moments that stand
I
out.
wanted to bring this one thing up. I really liked at first Fear of Heights. Right?
That's probably the worst song on the album.
Right? I love no.
He's literally talking about he's dissing Rihanna, and then after he starts this dude, and it's like a murder beat. He's like, oh no, see, you probably like us of that.
No, like it's not even that. It's like his like the first few bars to get me. The first few bars are supposed to hook you, right? And he said, "You make me wanna cuff you like the law.
No, that song is so bad,
Girl!
dude.
You wanna work it like a job." Like, shut up.
Give this album
So you
2
like it or
years.
not?
It's
That's-
terrible.
Give
bro.
this
That's
album
some-
2
that's-
years.
Oh, I thought you said you liked
Y'all
this.
That's
gonna
such a
love it.
terrible.
No, I'm never gonna like this album. I
introduction.
don't think. Like I said off
That's
air.
because you a stubborn guy.
You know I'm such a big
Whoa.
Drake fan. I am, but like I just can't defend. Like he should have combined Her Loss, CLB, and this, and made it like a 17-song album with the best songs.
That would have been.
That'd have been good.
That would have been.
It would not have been
That would've
terrible.
been terrible.
That
How?
would've been good.
That would've been
That would've
It
been
ruins
How?
the.
It's all the
Honestly,
same.
Nevermind
Bro.
songs mixed in with these.
No,
that
not
would've
honest.
sounded-
Never mind. No. I said Her Loss, CLB, and this
Oh, my bad,
album.
my bad.
Like those three albums are the same. They're all the same theme.
I want to see.
They're all the exact same
Con,
theme.
I'm gonna ask you to do this during the next break. I want you to craft that 17-song album.
I actually want to.
Do it.
I will.
Get cooking. I'll talk to Justy
will.
a little bit. Cause Ryan,
Yes,
what
sir.
is your thoughts on this album?
Nah, yeah. I mean, again, I don't expect nothing crazy from Drake albums anymore. So it's just like I just take it, I just take what I can. Rich Baby Daddy's like a cool
What are
little
you-
song. I was like, I had my hands on my knees and I was just like dancing with it. Like it was cool.
You had your hands on your knees.
All right, this feels like Justy. You traveled long and far. Somebody robbed you, and you still got here. What is your lasting takeaway? Final thoughts. Wrap it up for us.
Jeez Louise.
You say that a lot.
It's my tagline. It was.
Actually, not.
Yeah. It's just like all this album told me is that the next time we have an announcement of Drake dropping an album, I'm simply not going to care, which is sad.
What if the lead single is a slapper?
I'm not gonna no, I will not no, because we get duped too many times by artists. With like the lead singles a hit or like the first few songs in the album are really good, and these artists that they can get away with dropping, a good first 5 songs in the album, and then the rest of it is just dookie. Like you can't get away with that because it just shows me that you can't make a good 15-song album. And I feel like no artist right now, that's a bold statement, but a lot of artists can't confidently drop 15 plus songs in the album and be like, everyone's gonna love this. And
I'm
it's like
with you.
it's like disappointing. I don't like all these top. Like, I know you guys talked about Offset's album earlier. Like that was a really top heavy album. I think the first 5 songs were like pretty good for Offset standards, and then the rest was just like they needed features. It sounded like he was like trying to imitate Quavo's sound on some of them. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I wish I was there for that. But this is not about Offset. This is about Drake. So this is just my take and my final impressions is that I am no longer excited for Aubrey Graham's future releases, and you can count me out of.
Jack Harlow or Drake for you moving forward?
Oh come on,
Justin.
that's just.
Remember last year I
Definitely
said
not
next time we get a Jack Harlow album it's gonna be a good one,
You did say that.
and then I said when we got that album I was like the next one. But Drake, the next one, is not the one.
Okay.
He just doesn't try enough. He gives minimum effort.
Doesn't try enough.
You, but you would do that if you're Drake, you know.
One more thing. one more thing. I know I was supposed to wrap it up. This may be our last segment. Was I'm hungry. Is where like we did our whole Drake discog ranking sort of in terms of how many classics he has. But where do you think this goes in his discography? Between what and what?
It's definitely the
It's
worst.
been 2 weeks.
This is definitely I think it's the worst ever.
No, it's been 8 weeks.
It's been
Well, I crafted a 10-song album. Like, you want to hear it?
yeah, 10 songs.
Yeah, I mean, I was my first run around the block, so I just got 10. Should I do a track list? Like, should I make it like flow?
Yeah, make
All right,
it
we're
flow.
gonna start off. I think Champagne Poetry should be the intro.
Not
That's a
Rich Flex.
Nah, I'm not making like I don't have nah.
No Her Loss in there.
No, there is, yeah.
It's an
Champagne
auto-out.
Poetry. Where should we go after that?
You tell me.
Privileged Rappers.
Banger.
In the Bible, which I don't think is like a.
Sleeper.
I like that. I think it's a sleeper. I think it's like a good like the flow on that is very like kind of Drake kind of switches up a little bit. We like
It's like I
that.
take an Ambien whenever I listen to that song. Continue.
You Only Live Twice. You have that's a good song.
It's actually not that good.
Yes, it is. Come on, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and Drake,
Yeah,
and the
it's-
beat's
I
amazing.
understand. The beat is fine. It's repetitive as all heck, and yeah, it's an underwhelming song. Continue.
I can't say this. Cat and Millions.
That song is beautiful.
I think it's a very good song. Middle of the Ocean.
Beautiful.
Have to. Amen. 8 a.m. in Charlotte. All the Parties. End it with The Remorse. I think that's a pretty good album, honestly.
It's a better album than any of the three
that,
we've gotten,
TSU on
except for
there?
Her Loss. but-
TSU is good, but I think it wouldn't fit. I'm trying to make songs that can like fit in the
Okay.
same,
Yeah, I see.
like in the
Okay.
Bible and like Amen, kind of the same. You know,
So, Colin, this is your least favorite
Church.
Drake album.
yeah, it is.
Justy, what
Has
about
to
for
be.
you? Where does it fall?
Are we counting Care Package? And like
No, bro. Those,
That's
first of all, that is
valid
way
question.
better.
Valid question.
That's all just like.
Are we doing his studio albums? Like, are we including like Dark Lane, demo tapes?
That is amazing.
Okay.
That's way better than
Like-
yeah, include it all, man.
Okay, yeah.
Just need an answer.
All right, bottom.
Bottom?
Yeah.
For me, it's going above CLB. And that might be about it.
Yeah.
Nah, I can get behind that too. I just they gotta wait a little bit, but they're both terrible.
What about you, Raga?
I still have CLB above this, but again, it's been like a week, so I guess maybe
Yeah.
just get some.
We'll give it
a little
some
more,
time.
a little more marination.
On that note, I am going to throw back to the music. We're going to come back to wrap things up. But stick around. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned in right now to The Juice on your party station, Z89. We'll be right back.
Good tackle.
I'm with you, Ryan. I did not hate that Sexy Red song.
Yeah.
No,
I
just
do-